Barcelona's Circuit de Catalunya hosted round 6 of the World EX Championship, which saw defending world champion and championship leader Devin Braune score his 5th pole position of the season. 3-time World EX champion Julius Martin was second fastest, while AM class leader Bodo Kraling completed the top 3 with another strong qualifying performance. The reversed grid sprint began with a huge pile-up when Björn Skodka stalled on the grid, causing a chain reaction involving Stefan Volter, Julius Martin and Devin Braune. The incident opened a big gap behind the top 4 cars, handing Dominic Hewson, Johannes Mink, Marcus Martin and Bodo Kraling an early advantage. This is Devin Braune's view of the start incident, which spun him around and left him dead last right after the start line. Marcus Martin was able to grab P2 from Johannes Mink on lap 2. Bodo Kraling also tried to pass Mink, but got it wrong and ended up running through the gravel of turn 10. Dominic Hewson's early lead came to an end when he made a mistake in the final corner. The German eventually crashed out of the race for good on the penultimate lap. Marcus and Julius Martin enjoyed a 1-2 lead after the early dramas, with the two brothers swapping positions on lap 5. Meanwhile, Devin Braune had shown a blistering pace after the incident at the start, passing Dominic Hewson, Johannes Mink, and, after the typical fierce resistance from the photographer, also Bodo Kraling. Next on Devin's list was second place Marcus Martin, and with 2 laps to go, Braune was suddenly a contender for victory. On the very last lap, he was also able to pass Julius Martin out of the slipstream, celebrating an unexpected victory after the start incident. Bodo Kraling was able to grab the final podium position from Marcus Martin on the penultimate lap, recovering from his earlier mishap. The results of the sprint, with Devin Braune, Julius Martin and Bodo Kraling on the overall podium, and a nice 5th place for Johannes Mink. After an eventful sprint, the race was a more typical affair for Circuit de Catalunya, with very limited overtaking happening. Devin Braune scored a commanding lights-to-flag victory, more than 18 seconds ahead of Julius Martin. Stefan Volter ran 3rd throughout the entire race, but had to defend his position during the final laps from Bodo Kraling. A failed attempt of Marcus Martin to pass Bodo Kraling was one of the very few significant moments of the main race, which in the end did not change the running order, while Dominic Hewson had to stop on track temporarily because of a cramp in his leg. Victory number 29 for Devin Braune in World EX, with Julius Martin and Stefan Volter completing the podium, while Bodo Kraling scored both AM class wins at Barcelona. Devin Braune further extended his lead in the overall standings, with Julius Martin in P2 and AM class leader Bodo Kraling a brilliant 3rd.